Hazrat Abuzar Ghifari's, radhiyallahu anhu, conversion to Islam, Part 2. Ali, radhiyallahu anhu, replied, "He is verily the Prophet of Allah. You accompany me tomorrow and I shall take you to him. But you have to be very careful, lest people come to know of your association with me, and you get into trouble. When on our way I apprehend some trouble, I shall get aside pretending some necessity or adjusting my shoes, and you will proceed ahead without stopping so that the people may not connect us." The next day, he followed Hazrat Ali, radhiyallahu anhu, who took him before the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In the very first meeting, he embraced Islam. The Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, fearing that the Quraysh might harm him, enjoined upon him not to make an open declaration of his Islam, and bade him to go back to his clan and return when Muslims had gained the upper hand. Hazrat Abuzar, radhiyallahu anhu, replied, "O Prophet of Allah! By him who is the master of my soul, I must go and recite the Kalima in the midst of these unbelievers." True to his word, he went straight to the Haram and, right in the midst of the crowd and at the pitch of his voice, recited Shahada, viz. "I bear witness that there is no God save Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is the Prophet of Allah." People fell upon him from all sides, and would have beaten him to death if Abbas, the Prophet's uncle, who had not till then embraced Islam, had not shielded him and saved him from death. Abbas said to the mob, "Do you know who he is? He belongs to the Ghifar clan, who live on the way of our caravans to Syria. If he is killed, they will waylay us and we shall not be able to trade with that country." This appealed to their prudence and they left him alone. The action of Hazrat Abuzar, radhiyallahu anhu, was due to his extraordinary zeal for proclaiming Kalima among the disbelievers, and the prohibition by the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was due to the soft corner in his heart for Hazrat Abuzar, radhiyallahu anhu, lest he be put to hardships that might prove too much for him. There is not the least shadow of disobedience in this episode. Since the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, himself was undergoing all sorts of hardships in spreading the message of Islam, Abuzar, radhiyallahu anhu, also thought it fit to follow his example rather than to avail of his permission to avoid danger. It was this spirit of Sahaba that took them to the heights of material and spiritual progress. When a person once recited the Kalima and entered the fold of Islam, no power on earth could turn him back and no oppression or tyranny could stop him from Tabligh.